Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Darkthorn the Oracle back for another video. I was going to go to bed early, however, I was snatched out of the bed to go ahead and do this reading after I got all buttered up, oiled up, scented up, saged down, and wound down. I know spirits like you've been ducking and dodging me for the longest. It's time to go ahead and do this here reading. So I'm gonna go ahead and light some Palo Santo. This is going to be a 2021 reading, very similar to the 2020 year in review reading. However, we're going to foreshadow for 2021. We're going to get some reading into what's going on in 2021. How are we going to start this year off? What can we expect? What is Spirit trying to teach us? What is the overall goal? So, go ahead and cleanse this area. Cleanse myself. Yeah, I love the way Palo Santo smells, I swear. And cleanse all of the decks in my space that I could possibly use for this reading right now. Because I'm not exactly sure which ones I'm going to use, so we're just going to cleanse them all. And then, of course, cleanse the camera. So we can cleanse you guys off, you know? So, year in review. We had some positive feedback for year in review. So let's go into our predictions for 2021. All right. For this, we're going to do full spread. January all the way to December. We're going to look at the overarching lessons and energy that Spirit has currently set forth for the collective coming to my channel. And then from there, we're going to see the overarching theme for divine masculines and the overarching theme for divine feminines. So, let's go with January. February. March. February. March. March. April. May. June. June. July. August. So already, I think it's gonna be a little hectic come April. August. Whatever the energy of August is, it's gonna get set up in April. September. I swear I just saw something. September. October. November. December. Put you over here. Slide into our twin flame deck. Twin flame deck's kind of cold. Y'all trying to start out cold, twin flames? What's going on here? January. February. March. April. May. June. Don't try to run, June. July. August. September. October. November. December. November, December. And then let's go into the map deck for some direction. So I can already tell next year is going to be pretty interesting. Just remember that this year set the tone for next year. Yep. All right. Now that we're done with that, let's get some space and get stuff in order, and let's take a little peekity peek at what's going to be going on here. Deception and outrage, disgrace, for shame. He asked for trouble the moment he came. All right. Start with January. What's going on in January? Anxiety. Okay. This is a split anxiety. This is a type of split energy because love is blooming. So, divine masculine, anxious, how he's going to reapproach the divine feminine. Divine feminine is anxious to see, is the divine masculine actually going to come through? Is he going to be of his word? Is he going to have his stuff together? Is he going to be ready to move forward? Is he going to be ready to do this thing, or is he going to be playing? So the key for the movement for January is listening. Listening not only with your ears, with your heart, with your eyes, with your soul. Really listening to each other, really understanding where the other person is and meeting them where they are, not imposing where you are and where you think they should be on them. Okay? You guys are going to be going through enough anxiety, and for a lot of people that leads to depression. So you're going to be going through enough without added pressures of living up to your partner's expectations of where they think that you should be. So do not have those type of expectations for your divine masculine. Divine masculine, do not have that type of expectations for your divine feminine. It's hard enough to live up to your own expectations. It's even harder to live up to your partner's. So be there in a listening mode, hearing what your partner is saying, listening with your heart, not just listening for a chance to respond, but listening to what they're actually saying, listening behind the words, okay? Beyond just what is said. Listen to body language, listen to tone, listen to silence, because silence is a great indicator that something's going on, okay? Silence speaks volumes. So, lack of privacy because of a need to control, okay? Protecting treasure. This is more so on the divine masculine side. The divine feminine has experienced this enough from trying to impose that on the divine masculine this year. Next year is all the divine masculine, trying to impose the sense of control, trying to overextend himself into the privacy of the divine feminine as a way to control the situation, make sure divine feminine doesn't leave. Make sure he can keep divine feminine around. Make sure he knows what divine feminine likes. Make sure he knows where he's lacking. Protecting his treasure. Protecting his position with his treasure. Because that's a very big thing for the divine masculines come next year. This idea that the treasure could be exposed. The treasure could be taken. Especially when he's finally come close to having his treasure. Coming to March, we're coming into a time of celebration. We're meeting some of our big goals. Whether this is starting new projects, a big win on the way to our new big project, a win in success. Whether this be a new job, a promotion, claiming your place in the world, claiming what is rightfully yours. Claiming some financial security, stability. This could be an increase in your credit score. Some type of big win on your road to your goals. Field of dreams, okay? Your dreams being realized. Your dreams starting to come true. Things that you've been manifesting for a while starting to bear fruit. That is the energy of March. And then the rewards, reaping rewards from that, okay? But along with that comes this identity crisis. This happens a lot when things are going good. You're not exactly sure if it's meant to be. Is it too good to be true? The loss is not a physical loss, more so an emotional loss. More so overthinking, okay? Flying too close to the sun like Icarus, having that image of Icarus in the back of your head, okay? Things are just too good to be true, waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's the energy in April. That energy in April is setting up something for us in August. So let's get to May to see where the shift lies. Habits. So habits are coming to the forefront here. Habits that need to be changed and habits that need to become a habit. Things that you do sporadically that you need to be doing consistently. That is about the goal of ascension. Matching those things up and going along the slow and steady process. Slow and steady wins the race. The ascension process is not an overnight process. It is slow and steady pace process. This is more so for the divine feminines. It's slow and steady. Understand that because this year you had a lot of quick ascension moments. Like it's like, oh, epiphany, move. Task, venture. Next year is about slow and steady, and the small things, the small wins. Everything isn't going to be as haphazard and quick as it was this year in 2021. And that's part of the anxiety that the divine feminine is feeling of things aren't moving as quickly as it was last year. Am I doing something wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. There are habits that you have that you need to release, and there are things that you do that you have not created habit yet, and that need to become habit. So then when we move into the June timeline, the messenger, there's a message that comes in. And the answer to that message, that question, whatever it was no. That is the answer. So whatever that major arcana is for that month, the answer was no. It may have been a rejection. Things didn't necessarily go your way. And that is sparking some of the unhealed places. Remember, we talked a lot about healing your unhealed places, healing the ouch. All year, you've been hearing me talk about healing the ouch, healing in the ouch. That is a point in June where you realize that you have not healed the ouch. Where that ouch comes to the forefront because it's not healed. And that ouch is probably what fuels this no that you get. You haven't healed that ouch. So going into July timeframe, we have love in reverse. You're not putting love as a priority, and that's affecting your vibration. Balancing act here. Trying to balance love, your vibration, your work life. That balancing act is coming into play right now. Love is always the answer. That's just it. Love is a grand thing. We were put here to love and love each other through the hard times. So July, you have to turn that frown upside down, so to speak, turn that card right side up. Because you're not in positions, it seems to be very loving in July. Maybe you're going real hard. Yeah, you're going real hard after that no. So you could be taking it out on each other, or you could be taking it out on other people. But either way, that's not the solution, okay? Then when we move into the August time frame, some of that frustration is starting to dissipate because you're becoming aware of the deception. And this deception is not a deception from another person. The deception is a deception of yourself. You were deceiving yourself. And now you're getting educated on the ways in which you have deceived yourself, on the ways in which you've lied to yourself, and you've held your partner accountable for the lies you've told yourself. That is the August time frame. You're really moving into that, and that's a large part of healing your ouch. And then we step into September, which is about judgment, perspective, changing your perspective, rising above that which has kept you down, rising above those ouches that you've had that have kept you down, rising above those narratives that you've had embedded in your head from maybe things that were said to you as a child, things that said to you as an adult, people that have been around you, situations that you've seen. You're really learning to rise above that and have a different perspective of those things now, and understand that things aren't always as they seem. Okay? So, talisman. You're learning more spiritual things. You're learning about the things around you. You're learning about your lucky charms, so to speak. You're learning about the charm of yourself, and how you work for the good of your partner. And then moving out of September into October, we're looking at the empath, okay? This empathic wave is more of the feminine energy. So the first half of the year, we're more in masculine energy. The second half of the year, we're more in feminine energy. So towards the year, we're reheightening the powers of the divine feminine, okay? Arriving to a different answer than this no that was originally there. This is when our yeses start to arrive because of this encouragement that we have, not only from our partner, but from our own selves, okay? And because of that win that we're having in October, that win, the devil is stepping in here. There's temptation that's stepping in here. Write it down. Write down your process. Write down your contemplate your, what am I trying to say? Your goals. Congratulate yourself on the things that you've done right. Write down all your small wins. There's big accomplishments in those small wins. So I would really say start that in January. Start documenting your small wins. Even if you have some setbacks, find the good in that setback and write that down. Don't write down the setback. Not, shipments that I was looking for didn't come in today. That really sucks. Not that type of write down. Write down, due to the delay of my shipment, I was able to accomplish X, Y, and Z in that time frame, so that by the time that the shipment got here, I was all ready to go. You know, document them in a positive light so that when that temptation comes for you to do the opposite, you have this energy of the wizard of awareness. You're aware of your small wins. You're aware of where you came from, okay? Be trusting. Trust each other. Trust that your blessings are coming, okay? Magic prayer. Trusting in source and divine. Trusting in God. Trusting in your abilities. Trusting in your partner. Trusting that everything is according to divine timing and divine will. So then going back, let's see. What's the major card for divine masculines in 2021? Divine masculines in 2021. What is divine masculine's major card? Overarching theme for 2021 for divine masculines. X for 1, I got 4. Let's put those back in there. Let's try this again. But there was a sync there if you saw. Trust, yet again. So what is the major motivation, overarching theme, divine masculines 2021? We're in the middle. Intention. It's folding up here. Intention. Setting intention. Being pure with intention. Being focused on intention. Being aware of what it means to have intentions. How your intentions affect other people. That's the major theme for 2021 for divine masculines. Divine feminines. What is divine feminine's major theme for 2021? What is the major theme for divine feminines in 2021? Balance. Gotta balance. Divine feminines, balance. Work-life balance. Okay? Self-love, romantic love, balance. Family friend, balance. Self-others, balance. Divine feminine, divine masculine, balance. Masculine and feminine energies, balance. Balance, divine feminines. Balance is going to be your overarching theme throughout of 2021, okay? So be mindful of that. Write it down if you have to. Everyone get a vision board. Write your word. If you're divine masculine, intention at the top of your vision board. Divine feminine, balance at the top of your vision board. And envision all the ways you can embody that in 2021. Okay? Love, light, and blessings to you. If you need a personal reading, my information is down in the description box below. I hope this helped you. I hope this helps you. Make sure that you bookmark it if you need to. Save it to your watch later so you can come back later in 2021, see what's going on, what you need to be doing, how you need to be moving. And I'll see you in a future video.